lovelies. It's the cow druid woman whose name Ælar can't seem to remember. Endless thanks for listening to our little show. If it lights the joy sphere in your heart space upon its fortnightly release, please consider supporting it with your human dollars over at patreon.com/beardedcompany. You'll get endless enjoyment from the bonus episodes, post-show chats, merch deals, and Discord community. It costs less than a trip to the Dry Festival. Oh, and just in case you were busy preening your moonflowers and missed it, Break the Dice had a live show on Twitch recently. You can watch it on the Bearded Company's VODs over at twitch.tv/beardedcompany. Okay, on with the show.
Greetings, mortals, and welcome to Break the Dice, an improvised podcast brought to you by the Bearded Company, where the fate of our heroes rests on the roll of a 20-sided die, where a 20 is a spectacular success and a 1 is a critical failure. This week, our players will navigate the Shattered Lands with the help of our NPCs.
Hey everybody, I'm one of your NPCs. I'm Maria.
I'm another one of your NPCs. I'm Joe.
And I'm the third NPC, and I'm Tyler.
Maria, Joe, and Tyler will assist me by playing all the people and magical beings that our heroes will encounter. I'm Alan, your game master. I've crafted a basic structure for our adventure today, which has not been revealed to our two main player characters. However, this podcast is completely improvised, meaning everything is scripted, or nothing is scripted, and everything is made up on the spot. Uh-oh.
Our secret's out. Our secret's out.
And the NPCs will only have so much control over where our journey takes us. This campaign, our heroes are...
My name is Ælar Drakal. I am a rogue elf with the alignment of chaotic neutral. Am I supposed to go first?
You are now.
I come from the lost city of Rune, where all the townspeople and my buddies were all killed by a mysterious force called the Darkness, which I now seek out to destroy. It's up to you, MJ. Go!
I am Phaelan Maerdock, a half-elf fighter with an alignment of chaotic good. Within my chest did reside the Rana oil. It is a magical elven blade crafted in who knows where, meant for who knows whom. But it landed within my chest, and I'm pretty bummed that it's gone. I am naked, usually, and right now as well. That was my best intro ever.
I'm sorry that I took away the mojo.
No, it's cool. It's cool. No, you guys, you did great.
Our magic item for this week will be the Lozenges of Firebreathing. Our story begins in the halls of the Nicious, where Phaelan is naked, standing in a pile of mulch that he has been chopping up with some weapons borrowed from a dead merchant.
Ælar is just like constantly trying to jump through the door that they just came through, but I'm assuming can't get through it.
The water is rushing through you above, and a woman, Trina, reaches down and closes the gate that you guys just opened.
Damn it.
Son of a bitch. No, start with a K and with a fucking I. It made a poop. You just made a poop, man.
Are you blaming this on Corey? I think it's your fault, my friend. You're the one who charged ahead into the wading pools.
Ælar, if ever the pot were to call the kettle black, or the cauldron, for that matter, you accuse me of running into the fray?
I told you I didn't feel good about it.
When do you feel good about it?
Never. That's when.
Ælar, the reason I'm so upset is because you were right. You were right.
Thank you. That makes me feel a lot better.
I know it does. I wish you weren't right. I never really had a home. Our sect of druids would just travel from area to area in the woods of Felcorn. So returning back to those people was the only bit of home I thought I had. And now they have betrayed me as well.
Now you know how I feel.
Yeah, man, it's all about you. Great.
I mean, let me do a bluff check.
You got a 14 on your bluff check.
What I mean to say is I can feel what you're feeling. I know how you feel, and I can sympathize with your position.
Damn it, man, I'm sorry. I was selfish.
Around you in the halls of the Nicias, there are doors that are opening and closing. People are traveling across countries and across continents, entering the area. And one of the doors open, a door that you're very familiar with, Ælar, the door to Rune.
Oh, motherfucker.
And on the other side of the door, you're hearing the sounds of war, clashing violence, swords. You're hearing like a roaring of monsters. And a man comes running in, a man with no fingers.
Jerome.
Damn it.
What's going on?
You bastard!
Me?
You brought this, didn't you? You brought this on our land.
Hang on.
My king, I want to do a diplomacy check because I have sworn fealty to him.
You got an 18 on your diplomacy.
My liege, we were just on our way back to find you. Tell me, what has befallen Rune?
War. Pure and unadulterated battles. People's heads being flung hither, thither.
God.
Hither and thither?
Both.
It's worse than I thought.
And your sworn duty is to us, Phaelan, Maerdock.
Yes, of course.
Bring your naked body to Rune.
Jerome, let me ask you a question. The assailants,
Yes.
were they wearing gray cloaks?
So you do know them.
Well, I don't associate with them, but I know them.
We were at the same party last night.
Jerome throws down a blade made of vines and grass that looks like the Rana Ore.
They've been carrying these.
Counterfeit knockoffs
Knockoffs of what?
of my blade, the Rana Ore.
I pull out Michael the chest sword and show it to him.
The Rana Ore, it sired Michael the chest sword.
Yes, but
Didn't
mine's
choose
cooler.
the name, though. Well,
Yeah.
I
Look,
don't
mine's
know.
longer.
Your sword is named Michael?
The chest sword. It's got its own. It's
Hang on,
last name
hang on,
is its own-
Phaelan.
Yeah.
What the
No?
fuck do you mean by that, Jerome?
Here we
I'm
go.
saying that's a stupid name for a stupid sword by a stupid man. I'm sorry, but I don't know what to do right now. Rune is being overrun once again.
I think that's your problem. You're the king.
Behind Jerome, he's left the door open a crack, and you can just hear the sound of a hand-to-hand battle going on. There's a woman who screams through the door, "We're having to use our own pots of shit to throw at him, because we ain't got no weapons!" And then she throws a big thing of poop.
Through the door just flies a severed head, and it hits Ælar.
God.
Thither.
Yes, and hither.
That was my son Thither, whose head just fell off! How dare you! How dare you stand there, knights, and not help us!
I
have to go shit some more so I can throw some more
A
shit!
blade comes out, and you guys can see this halberd chop off Hither's head, and it comes rolling through the door as well.
Ah, they were twins! They were beautiful twins! Now they're both dead, and the mom has nothing to do but shit in several pots! How dare you!
I'm gonna do a called shot and kick one of the heads back at this woman.
You got a 15. The head goes flying through the door and lands squarely against her head.
How did this get so graphic?
Just be quiet for a moment, please.
My God!
Good God, this is the way you treat your country people.
This is why I shouldn't be king. Exactly.
Ælar is not a king. I am not a king either, but I am a knight.
do you
Ælar
serve us?
can fight. Of course I can. Now let's stop talking and let's go.
Well, wait. I will serve if you apologize to Michael.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. All right, let's go.
Trick me.
Yeah, I jump through the gate.
Yeah, you lead the way into Delrune, and you're seeing the eclipse has covered the land, and the blood moon is casting not only the dark light, but it's making everything blood red around you, and it's illuminating like rivulets of blood that are pouring down every hallway. You're seeing people in gray cloaks wielding copies of your blade, chopping through people at like every intersection.
Wow, very different vibe than last time we were here. The different, like the color, but the vibe is.
Please help us. Do you know any weaknesses?
Oof, man. Can we do a
Should've been
knowledge
paying more attention.
arcana, maybe? Is this magic?
8. Yeah, you don't necessarily know the magic. You got a 14 on your insight check, though. You remember everything being very uniform. You remember that they all have the exact same uniform on, and that their city was very organized, and that people would sometimes move in unison with one another. So there is some kind of connection between all these fighters.
Jerome, I feel that there's something connecting all of these terrible people together, like they move as one. Can't you see it? Look out over the battlefield.
One of the gray cloaks comes out with a long copy of your blade, Phaelan, and with 14 slashes you across your naked chest.
Jesus.
Ow!
How did he get so close to us?
We're sneaky.
Oh, geez. Let me slice this dude.
Hang on, I want to jump and dragon kick this motherfucker right in the chest.
You got a 17. You back up and do a little bit of a running start, jump through the air, and both feet land straight into the chest of the man.
Oh, nice kick.
Thanks.
Alan, can we tell where these guys are coming from?
14, you know that they were lined up from the woods of Felcorn, right? So you saw them getting stacked up. They were landing their ships along the shore in there, and they were using that land to invade into the lands of Delrune.
Follow-up query, how many bad guys are there?
Scores, shiploads,
Dear
like
God, really?
hundreds of people.
Scores of them. Ælar, do you remember, at my wedding, the gods, they clapped in unison?
Oh, that's right.
There may be just one person out there that's commanding all of them. Or maybe there's, like, captains, like one for each boat that leads each of everyone. I don't quite understand, but...
Phaelan, I'm wondering if we're in the wrong place.
Huh?
But you can't leave us now. Please, I don't have any fingers. I have to hold my sword between my two palms.
I'll hold your sword for you, my king.
Jerome, I'm not sure if we can help you. There are so many enemies here. It's just us two, and we're down one magic sword.
Please, if you must leave, you promise you'll come back.
Jerome, I can't make promises I can't keep.
King Jerome, I've just been from the ball juice reserves. They've been overrun. This is the last of it. Here, take this. Hold it safely. This is all we have left.
He holds out a bag of little rocks, yellow rocks.
You see these rocks I hold between my palms? Look, Ælar, I have given you so many chances to redeem yourself, and you keep throwing it back in my face. Well,
all right.
here.
Oh.
He throws the
throws-
rocks in Ælar's face.
Yep, the entire bag at you. They scatter across, and one of the rocks lands in your mouth, and it tastes both spicy and lemony.
Yeah. What is
You
this?
okay, bud? Did you get a rock?
As you say, "What is this?" smoke begins to billow out of your mouth.
Something's going on down here.
Phaelan, you get a 3 on your reflex save as Ælar burps out a gout of flame that encompasses you, burning your flesh.
Ow! Ooh, I gotta get some clothes or something. This is... it's raw. I'm raw.
Yes, this is one of our uses for the ball juice. We soak it in lozenges, and it has this magical property.
Hang on.
You're saying ball
there's-
juice, right?
I feel
Yes,
like
I said I came from the Ball Juice Reserves and they'd been overrun.
I feel like
I said that very clearly at the beginning. I'm not sure what all of you heard, but that's what I said.
I'm sorry, child. I assumed that couldn't have been what you have said.
I just really want to drill down into that, but I don't think there's time.
Not time to drill down into those balls, Ælar.
Phaelan.
Listen.
There's a soldier, or not, a soldier of Del Rune on the ground. They assume to be dead, just laying there, and who does a sick little cough and looks up at Ælar and says,
Could you light my cigarette for a dying man?
I mean, sure.
Yeah, Ælar pops one of the lozenges in his mouth, sucks in the smoke, and breathes it out in a tiny little gout of flame that lights the end of the cigarette.
Thank you.
Sleep well, friend. And I want to step up to this soldier and put his head in my hand and feel the life leave his body and close my eyes and bend down, and then start taking his clothes off and putting them on myself.
They're a little bit tight, but you are a fit and cut of body.
I'm back, baby. Listen, King Jerome, we must leave.
Oh?
In order to truly help Del Rune.
You go first.
Clean.
Hang on.
Well,
What?
all right. Huh? No, you first,
Let me
please.
go first.
You're the king. Oh, of course, little ball boy.
Let me go first. I just died. I just
Goddamn.
woke back up just to say this. I'm dead again now and also naked.
I pop another lozenge and torch that guy.
Flame encompasses him and his cigarette.
And that's why you don't smoke, kid. You see that little ball boy? Don't go smoking, that's why.
All right, here. I have a stick. Whoever holds the stick gets to speak next. Jerome, go.
I was just going to tell you, you see, Ælar, your father's penchant for ball juice had a purpose.
Yes, that's what I was going to say too.
Oh, that's
feel like-
right. I forgot about the balls in this kingdom. Oh, that's right.
I feel like I could pump these lozenges and take out quite a number of these guards.
Yes, but be careful. You shouldn't eat too many, or else something terrible might happen.
Well, how many can I eat? Hang on, we really have to fact check this. How many
Here,
can
child,
I eat
take
before
the
something
stick.
goes...
Take the stick, child.
Thank
please
you.
stick to the
All
law.
right.
Thank you, child.
Now I have the stick.
Yes.
Our chemists have not tested it extensively, but we do know that Jeremy took 5 of them, and his lung exploded.
Just one lung.
Yes, his other lung's just fine, but he's still dead.
So I think I've popped 3. Have I popped 3 now?
You've popped 2 thus far.
oh, I thought it was 3.
No, it was definitely 3. It was 3.
Okay, you popped
Was
3.
it at a time?
We don't know what the cool down period is, so just be careful. That's all I'm saying, really.
Can I have the stick?
Yes.
Here's what I'm wondering.
I want to do it. Hold on, Alan. I want to do an acrobatics check. I want to do a cartwheel and snag the stick out of his hand.
God damn it.
You got a 1 on your acrobatics check? You do your cartwheel and you land out in the hallway, trying to grasp at the stick. And there's a soldier out in the hallway who sees you and starts charging towards you with a 17 with his spear. He takes it and stabs you through the side.
I'm never gonna get through this episode.
Gotcha!
I want to cast Acid Splash on this man.
You get an 18 on your acid splash. You grab the spear that's embedded in you, and with your other hand, you just put a fistful of acid in his face.
Oh, my eyes!
Yeah, fuck with the wrong guy, didn't you? Yeah, fuck with the wrong guy.
I can
Yeah.
feel them dissolving back into my skull.
Tell your friends. And then I want to slowly walk back in and just kind of nod at Ælar, okay, go ahead. What were you saying?
All right, here's what I'm thinking. This just came to me. We could just burn a bunch of these motherfuckers down to the ground, all right? And you could acid splash some of them. And we could just do a huge swath of them and then take any survivors and interrogate them and ask them where their leader is and ask them if they're being controlled by some mysterious force through their leader. And then we can go to the leader and murder that motherfucker.
I like your idea, Ælar. However, I think that's something you should do. I am a knight of Delrune. And that might not mean something to you yet, but it is to me. And the people here are stabbed, bitten, torn, burnt, scared.
My son's heads have been torn off
What
and
the
I'm
fuck?
shitting in a pot.
I'm so close to popping another lozenge.
Hold your
Be
temper.
careful,
Ælar.
be careful.
I say we split up. You go with the legion of the army of the King of Delrune. I will gather the people, the wounded, the hurt. I'll bring them by the waterside. And there I have a plan. Meet me before the sun passes the moon.
Hang on, what's your plan?
Like an hour. Just give me an hour.
No, what's the plan?
You'll see.
No, here's the stick. Tell me the plan.
Too late. And I'm like running off. And I pick that woman up in my arms, the one that has lost her sons.
Okay. She's dragging 2 chamber pots in her hands as you take her down the hallway. They're clinking on the floor.
Oh, careful, don't let me spill my precious goods.
Fear not, my lady. I think that you and I are about to save a lot of lives.
Ælar, 3 more soldiers. They're here to kill the King of Delrune.
Oh, man. All right. In lieu of popping another lozenge, I just want to start swinging that sweet, sweet Michael around.
You get a 16. You pull out Michael, and you do a little bit of a swirly spin move, kind of like a link, and you slash all 3 of them across the chest.
How do I have any allies in with me, like guards?
Jerome is there with you, and Balljuice Boy.
That's all I got. All right. How?
Just
We got-
Jerome and Balljuice Boy.
We got your
Balju-
back.
Balljuice Boy. What's your name?
Yeah. What? Timmy.
Timmy. Timmy, have you had any of these lozenges yet?
No, my mother said I shouldn't tamper with them.
Don't listen to your mother, ever.
Okay.
Do you want to be a hero?
Yes, more than anything.
All right, take some of these lozenges in one hand,
Okay.
and then grab my hand with the other.
Oh, wow, your skin's so soft.
I give him, like half the lozenges.
Okay, so
Are you certain this is safe for a child?
I don't answer, and I start running out into the soldiers, and we start breathing fire, baby.
Ælar and the child go out hand in hand with dragon breath, breathing onto every person they intersect in the hallways. Phaelan, you are running down the halls with this woman under your arm. You get out to the courtyard below, and there's violence exploding in every direction. You're seeing that the Grey have brought in monsters from the deep. You're seeing little fish people with collars around their neck. Tiny little spawnlings that had once saved you and carried you out of the ocean, now enslaved by these creatures, jumping onto people, and instead of giving them life, sucking life out of them.
Lady, do you know the fastest way back? That was my plan. I was going to call the sea people to help us. They were going to suck some of us. They were going to help us, and this is not a good day. Not a good day. You know, when you wake up, you're wearing someone else's breastplate, you know? It's just everything's kittywampus.
You know when you wake up and both of your twin boys' heads have been chopped off and you're stuck with no weapon but your own feces. That kind of day, asshole.
Yeah. Sounds like, tough fucking day.
A fucking day is right. What was your question?
I guess. Let's go back to the throne room. Unless you have a better idea.
We see that one of the fish people with collars is trying to resist this spell, and it says,
Phaelan! Phaelan!
One of the Grey cloaks grabs his cloak and just whips it across in front of the fish person, and his eyes go blank for a second. And then he looks up at you, and his mouth opens up, ready to suck the life from you again.
I know you, little fish boy. Your name is Richard. And your father, your papa. Lucius.
Yes,
I know you.
my papa.
I know you.
They've not yet captured my papa. He
Good,
may help you
good.
still.
What is it, Champo? What is it?
The Champo gets a 14. as the gray cloak grabs him and throws him onto your neck. You have this little suction-y thing, like a leech, about an inch in diameter, like just draining blood and viscera from your body.
Alan, could I concentrate really hard on all the terrible things I've done, the people's lives I've taken on accident or even on purpose? Because from what I remember, these motherfuckers don't like the taste of murder and blood.
They did not like the taste of murder and blood, and as you think about that being bloodied, you see it detaches itself in shock from your body.
That's right, Richard. I've done some fucked up stuff.
Hey, Phaelan, if you're looking for the best way to get to these sea people, well, the surest way is a way I know well, through the shit gutters.
Through the shit gutters. Why did I know you were going to say that?
Come this way.
She opens up a manhole cover near the ocean. Don't ask.
Which man?
And drags Phaelan down into the shit gutters of Delrune.
As you guys step into the hole from the upper floor, somebody throws out a bedpan and it lands sewage on top of you guys.
Just another Friday.
Ælar up in the castle. You're running down the hall and you see somebody throw out a bedpan full of shit, hoping to hit some of the enemies down below, and you let out a fire breath to protect him from one of the gray cloaks that's trying to attack him. And you see all these people have pretty much overrun. The castle is probably lost for the most part, but you could probably punch a hole at least to get the king and the ball boy out of here.
All right, I say, boy, take my flank. And I turn towards the wall and take out one of them little pinkies and throw it at the wall.
Nice.
You get a 16. The pinky lands against the wall and explodes. The interior wall, the exterior wall?
Exterior for sure.
Yep. So you blow out a hole in the wall, rocks and everything just blows out into the courtyard, and you're able to see down. Phaelan is jumping into a little sewer.
Through the shit gutters. Why did I know you were gonna say that?
And you see the door close over top of him, and the courtyard is full of the tiny little ocean people.
Oh, man. So I feel like I tell this little boy, Timmy,
Yes?
we have to capture one of these gray cloaks and bring them to a room where we can talk to them for just like a couple minutes and see if we can get some information out of them. Can we do that? Can we do that, bud?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
How?
Just look at all these bodies we've burned. Are there any still alive?
Oh.
Ælar, Drakal with the chest sword. I might be wounded, but I'll get you.
I whip my spike chain around this guy's neck.
You get an 11. The chain wraps around his neck, and you start pulling him up through the hole in the wall by his neck.
Timmy, come on, help me heave.
As they're doing this, Jerome runs in with his sword between his palms and just stabs this guy in the face.
Yeah. Jerome, what the fuck, man? What are you doing?
I was saving your life.
Hang on. Didn't you see I was in control of this situation?
I just assumed I was assisting. If this was an assist, we're partners.
God damn it. Jerome, get behind me. Get behind me.
Thank you, King Jerome.
What, Timmy? God damn it. Are there...
He's my king. I have to be loyal to him.
Perception check, Alan. Are there any other dudes we can string up?
16. You notice that the gray cloaks are going after the weaker people. So you see that they're not going for the strongest fighters. They're trying to eliminate as many people as possible. And so you know that the kid would probably be good bait if you set him out to like have people run and attack the ball juice kid.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Timmy.
Yeah.
Do you still want to be a hero?
Of course, yes.
All right. I start tying a rope around him, around his waist. And I...
But what's the plan, Ælar? What's the plan?
I say, get ready to fly. And I push him out the window. And,
You get a 14 on your strength check. The kid goes flying out the window, and you're able to hold on to the rope as he, comes to a stop a little bit above the courtyard.
I yell at him, and I say, all right, Timmy, grab one of them.
Hey, mister, come here.
One of the soldiers approaches with a blade and with the 17 slices at the boy.
Oh, he cut my shoulder. Oh, it hurts. Oh.
That's all right, Timmy. Just grab him anyway. You can do
Okay.
it.
Yes. All right, sir, can you give me your hand?
I'll give you 2 hands.
The soldier jumps at Timmy, grabs him around the waist, and tries to pull him off of this rope that you're holding on to. You get an 18 on your strength check. So as he's pulling down to the ground, you just start heaving hand over hand and pulling him up, along the side of the castle. The guy realizes that he's going up, and so he grabs a little dagger out of the back of his belt, and he grabs onto the ledge right before you.
So I'm gonna take one of my daggers and just stab him in a place in the back where it would like really hurt and kind of disable him, but like I could still pull him up and talk to him for a while.
You got a 4. You let go of the rope, and the guy's holding there, but the kid ends up falling down to the ground.
Mother.
This was your fucking plan.
All right, I'm gonna take this guy's body and use him as like a cushion as I jump out the window.
Okay.
I'm gonna steer him with my dagger too.
Yeah, you got a 16 on your acrobatics check. You kick him, and then you like step onto his back as he's falling to the ground. You reach forward, grab him, and use him like, as a cushion to hit the ground. You land on top of him, shattering his chest.
My kid!
Is Timmy okay? Perception check.
Timmy is unconscious next to you on the ground with a sword wound across his chest, and his like arm is broken and going at a weird angle.
All right, I throw him over my shoulder.
There's so many strawberries, more strawberries than I ever imagined.
Oh fuck, he's going somewhere. he's fucking gone, man. Do I have a potion? Do I have a potion on me?
Yeah, you do have some healing things from your previous adventures. You guys have gone and opened up a few of the gates, so yeah, you have a healing potion.
All right, I throw him on my shoulder. I say, "Hey, slurp this down, baby. You're gonna be okay." And I guess I'm in the fray now, right?
Yeah, you're in the middle of the courtyard fight. They've been swarming the Del Rune forces.
Okay, then I draw Michael and I just start swinging.
Phaelan, you are in the shit sewers down below.
Oh, we know we can stay with Ælar. It's okay.
No, you're down in the shit sewers, making your way towards the ocean.
I hope you wore your shit boots today, adventurer.
To be honest, I'm wearing another man's boots. So,
Another man's boots, another man's shit. It goes well together.
I suppose you're right.
Anyway.
What is your name?
Dunk.
Dunk.
Yeah.
Is that short for anything?
Dunk.
It's a pleasure.
I'm the city shit keeper. That's why I happen to have so many shit buckets. Earlier, I used to have my 2 twin boys help me, but now they're both dead.
Yes.
Anyway,
I'm sorry again.
so I know these shit tunnels well, and they go right out to the sea people. Our town has really taken a turn for the worse after these gray cloaks attacked us, and that's coming from me, a shit keeper.
I understand, Dunk. Do you mind if I call you Dunk Dunk?
You can call me Dunk or Dunk Dunk or Dunk Dunk Dunk. That's what my husband used to call me.
As they're talking, you can hear right above them. You can hear Ælar just slaughtering people left and right, and you can hear bodies hitting the ground above them.
Like let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
You can also hear me just faintly going,
Come on, baby. Come on. Come on.
I wish that weren't a sound I was so familiar with.
I wish the sound of people taking a hot dump wasn't a sound I was familiar with, but here we are.
You know, I gotta say, Dunk, Dunk. The fact of the matter is, you really don't take a break in the conversation about poop. Like, you really, it's in every sentence that you bring up. I get it's your job, I get it's your trade, I get it's, your weapon, but you really also are living the life of the poop itself, I'm just saying, it's part of you verbally. You could talk about something else.
What's your suggestion?
Pee?
I also know that very well. Oh, here we are at the entrance to the Sea People's
Thank
realm.
fucking God, I was so afraid to have that conversation.
The gate that she brings you to is essentially a sewage grate that leads out into the ocean. You're at the edge of a cliff, like a hole in the wall where the sewage from Rune just pours out into the sea.
We don't really have a good way of doing this, but that's what we do.
I think it's more important that we solve the main issues of people being murdered and enslaved. Then we'll get on to the irrigation and, health aspects. Alan, I want to kind of like sit down, like kind of like cool, like Zen master style, like straight down on my knees, where you just like immediately fold down and put my hands open in my lap. And then I want to dunk my face into the water where the sewage stream hits the ocean. And I want to scream Lucius's name and call him forth.
You get a 14 on your diplomacy check.
Hey!
Yeah.
Better big difference.
And you scream out Lucius's name. And when you open your eyes into the sewage down below, you're greeted by not Lucius's face, but the face of a giant turtle with lightning eyes grumbling at you.
Oh my God.
That was my next plan.
The shell rises up out of the water, and 2 kobolds pop open the side of the shell. And they look out at you, and you see that they've been repairing the shell around Doc from all the attacks from the Grey Cloaks.
Hello, brother Phaelan.
Hello. It's good to see you again. How's old Doc doing?
He's a little worse for the wear, but still fine.
Back to get some revenge?
Yes, of course. We are always out for revenge.
Mind if we climb aboard? This is my friend, Dunk.
Your friend is quite smelly.
Well, I work in shit and you're ugly.
Quite right. Come aboard. What brings you here?
I am now a knight of this realm, and we're sworn to protect it. But this war is brought to all of us both on land and sea. There are people of the sea who have been enslaved here to fight. I figured that might rile Doc up a bit.
Doc, underneath the surface, bubbles begin to pop up and almost like a rage, and you're seeing lightning just crackle across the back of his shell. Dunk jumps into the back of Doc, and you're seeing other people have followed you guys down into the sewers. Other kids, soldiers, people of Rune have hopped down into their own little rivulets of shit and followed their way out to the ocean. And people are getting into Doc's back right now from the city.
Some people say Doc is full of shit, but this is ridiculous.
Save us, Doc! Save us!
Yes, come children, jump into this giant turtle. It's safer here.
Yes, you, there, the young, the old, the champos, everyone, here, up into this turtle.
You just see a stream of people from Rune kind of jumping down into the sewers. We've got just a lot of people cramming this turtle. So there's butts on heads, heads on butts up in this turtle.
Following the swarm of people, you're seeing more and more blood from the fight that Ælar is doing against the Grey Cloaks in the courtyard. You're hearing explosions from fire being cast out of his mouth. You're seeing one man come with the ball juice kid over his shoulder. The kid has been passed off to him by Ælar. And then at the far end of the shit sewer, you're seeing Ælar jump down, and behind him is a swarm of 15 men charging at him. Ælar's fighting valiantly by himself against these people, but he's retreating slowly back down the hall.
Stay back.
I'll have each and every one of you! On guard!
Helen, I want to try and grab a couple of the animal weapons that I know the kobolds have, like a skunk bomb and maybe like some hungry squirrels in a ball.
Yep,
or
you
something.
find a thing that is like a gopher boxing glove essentially. So like it has like little like teeth at the end of each of the thing, like little heads that like pop out and bite when you punch people.
Fuck yeah! Okay, I'm gonna put 2 sets of gloves on, or 1 set of gloves on, and I grab them and I want to jump off and run up the sewer to help Ælar.
You're running against the crowd of the people. They part for you, and you make your way sloshing in blood and shit. And you get to the back of Ælar, who has been fighting frantically at this point. He's breathing heavily. You can see that his teeth are like charred with black from using this lozenge over and over again.
Ælar! Wait not, want not, duck! And then I want to thunderclap and knock the guys and give them some distance.
You get a 16 with your thunderclap. You explode the wave of people back out and up out of the sewage grate.
So it was like a shit and blood geyser just spraying them out.
Yeah, and people.
Nice. I guess I didn't need these gopher gloves.
As all of this is happening down there, and the people of Delrune have been trying to just smash into Doc, you see in the broken tower of the castle, Jerome is standing in one of these big open holes in the wall, just standing and watching as everything around him is crumbling.
How far can we talk to him? Can we shout to him?
He's past the people, the soldiers, so you're like the end of the sewage, up through the group of people, and then he's another like 30 feet up in the air at the hole in the wall.
Oh man, oh fuck man, oh fuck.
Fuck you.
Can I just, oh man. I just like hold my hand up and I'm like, as like a, like, goodbye, but like kind of like, it's trying to communicate a lot. Let me do a diplomacy check on this guy.
You got a 16 on your diplomacy check.
I raise my hand like a wave, and I'm trying to communicate like, we see you, we stand by you, but we can't go back for you.
As your heart says, we see you and we stand by you, you see a constellation of a stag in the night sky illuminate, despite the eclipse, despite the blood and everything like that, and you pop out of existence from where you are and appear next to Jerome on the top of it.
Jerome.
Ælar.
I guess I've come to rescue you.
You can feel your body being pulled back to that same spot that you were a moment ago.
Grab my hand.
I'm not worth being rescued. I have failed as king of Delrune.
As he says those last words, a gray cloak appears behind Jerome and uses his cloak to wrap around him, and we see Jerome's eyes kind of glaze over.
Ælar, you snap back to the place you were a moment ago.
And I'm like reaching my hands for this guy, but I don't grab him. Oh,
And I keep trying to like protect your arms, but my gopher hands keep trying to bite you. Like, I'm sorry. Where did you go? What happened? Ælar,
I'm not sure.
Get off of me.
Let's talk about it on dock.
You guys go running down after the group of people. Dock is, crammed full of people from Delrune. The last people are getting into the shell right now. The soldiers are marching down from all the different rivulets of shit, and they're coming towards this exit.
Is Doc kind of like starting to pull away here?
Yeah, he's starting to sink down into the water.
So let me stand on the back of his shell and tie a rope to one of my arrows and do a called shot on one of the soldiers coming towards us and try and put an arrow through him and drag him along.
You got a 15 on your called shot?
Yes.
The arrow goes plunging through him, like completely through, in and out on the back of his body. And then as you start pulling on the rope, the arrow goes sideways and like a little T-latch hooks onto the back of him, and you tug him into the ocean.
Get over here.
And behind you, you're seeing a ton of ships taking off from the shore. You're seeing that the Grey Cloaks are going to pursue you out and into the sea.
Alan, I want to cast reduce person instead of enlarge person on the guy we just took, and I want to like keep him in our palms, like.
Yep. You grab down, and he reaches up as if to attack you, and you grasp onto his hand, and he begins shrinking, and he pulls his entire mass of his body down into the palm of your hand, and you stick him in your pocket.
You're coming with us, bitch.
And that's going to be the end of this adventure of Break the Dice. What will happen to Ælar and Phaelan? Will they recover Del Rune? Will they defeat the Grey Cloaks? Find out next time on Break the Dice, the improvised podcast.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Was there no 20s in that again?
No 20s.
No 20s.
Didn't break no dice.
Oh my god. The dice aren't broken.
No broken dice.
That was
True shit episode.
fucking octane.
Break the Dice is a podcast brought to you by The Bearded Company. The Bearded Company is an improv company with groups in Minneapolis and Los Angeles. Help support the show and get great rewards by becoming a patron over at patreon.com/beardedcompany. You'll get access to mini-sodes, early episode releases, discounts on merch, and behind-the-scenes video discussions for every adventure. The cast today featured your game master, Alan Voigt. Ælar Drakal was played by Tyler Michaels King. Phaelan Maerdock was played by MJ Marsh. Our NPCs were me, Maria Bartholdi, Joe Rapp, and Tyler Mills. Improvised score by Jack Barrett. Today's episode was produced and edited by Maria Bartholdi. You can find more information about the podcast, our streams, and our live shows by visiting beardedcompany.org and following Bearded Company on all social media. If you'd like the Bearded Company to tell a legendary tale about you at the end of an episode, all you have to do is leave a review on Apple Podcasts or become a new patron. Thank you so much for listening. We love you all. See you in a fortnight for Campaign 2, Episode 8.